Alright everyone, my name is Mowmaster and welcome back to All the Mods 6 Skyblock. Last episode we set up our tree farm and it's been doing pretty good. It's very slow when it's not powered, which is fine. But it's been doing really good. As you can see, we have a fair bit of wood now, so I won't be chopping down trees in video anymore. We're good there. So I have no idea how long it actually takes, but these things just pop in and out of existence now. And refilling the saplings are not bad. We just, kind of get towards the edge, click it with the sapling stack, and we're good. So, yeah, that is our tree farm. It's doing really good. So that's awesome. This episode, we're going to work on a mob farm. I am in need of rotten flesh. We can make a book, so we can make an enchanting table. So we can do some more advanced pedestal stuff. Pedestals get more powerful with enchanting. And even with just random enchanting of the enchantment table, they're still better. So we're going to get some enchanting set up. But first we need a mob farm. A, for experience, and B, for some mob drops. Because I need various mob drops to do some more things in the future here. So, to start off with, we're going to do a pedestal upgrade. Do I have sticks on me? Yeah, technically. We're going to make a diamond sword. Actually, we're going to make an iron sword too while we're at it. And then we're going to do that. And that. Make an auto attacker upgrade. And then we're going to do one of these and grab ourselves some cobblestone. And maybe some slabs too. And I think we're going to do this. So mobs, if I remember correctly from my Minecraft knowledge, mobs will spawn up to 16 blocks away from the player, and then up to 32 blocks away from the player, they'll just kind of randomly walk around by themselves. So, because this is kind of the main area of our base right now, we need to go 16 blocks out and build a mob farm, which I actually went into F3G. So this is our chunk boundaries, and you can see this stone platform is one chunk, and this is the start of another chunk. So because a chunk is about 16 blocks, this is our normal kind of work area. I figured, why don't we start the mob farm over here? Since the sifter's here, we might go maybe 5 into this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe right there. And we're going to start a mob farm. So a simple mob farm that we're going to do. Let me see. Where's our... That's not a bad place. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Oh, before we do this, hold on. Let's throw a torch on this real quick, just so we don't get any mob spawns. I want to make a fan because the auto attacker only has an area of 3x3x3, kind of like the magnet. So the magnet only reaches like that block space. So the area is not very large for attacking mobs, and we want a reasonably large mob farm for early game. So we need a way to push mobs into this, and I'm thinking a fan. This is actually pretty easy to make, just a few slabs, a repeater, simple stuff really. So I'm thinking, why don't we make that? A little bit of redstone, some sticks. I have stone already because we make lots of pedestals. Oh, I need one more redstone for that repeater. I need some iron for that repeater. Oh, and I'm gonna need... I got cobble already. Cool. Okay. I believe it needs a redstone signal, so we'll need a lever for that. But then the repeater... And then the recipe. Oop, I'm missing the slabs. Actually, that's perfect, because that gives us 2 pedestals. Ha 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 ha. Alright, pedestals done. Cool, that's our fan. I don't remember exactly how this works. Okay, I don't want it facing that way. Speed and range. Requires redstone. Always on, requires redstone. So I'm wondering if this is that the lowest the range can go? Oh no. The slider is kind of weird. It doesn't slide, it just kind of clicks. Okay, so we're going to put a range on 3 real quick. Always on. Fan speed of 5. Shift and Alt will change it. Okay. So if we're in this space, so we need multiple fans if we want to do 3 blocks. Gotcha. Okay. How many fans can we afford right now? 1 more. Let's do a quick sift. I thought I'd have enough for this, but apparently not. Perfect. Okay. Plenty of redstone now. So we need half of that. We'll need some more torches. There we go. Wait, what? Alright, so we got 3 fans. I'll probably need 3 levers. And I think that'll be fine. I think that will be fine. Okay. So how this is going to work in my idea for my plans is we're going to make this 3 wide. Perfect. All right. Almost there. Cool. Oh, item collection. We're going to use another magnet because it's easy to do. I don't have enough redstone. Of course I don't. That's all we need. All right. I guess let's finish that off real quick just to make sure we get all of that out. Cool. Okay. So we have that. We need the thing for that. Let's make another exporter. And then the magnet. Perfect. Okay. We're going to stick the magnet right here. The auto attacker will actually attack anything within like this area right here. So I'm not terribly worried about. You know what? Let's actually mark off kind of where the auto attacker's area is, just to make it more visually obvious. So this area here, from there to here, so it's just a 3x3 cube around that pedestal. So not too bad. Our magnet will be right there. It will have an area that goes only this high, but items should fall, so I'm not really worried about not collecting items. So we'll drop the magnet there. It'll actually pick up that cobble that was nearby. We'll drop the auto attacker here, and if you click on it, you'll notice that our damage is 4.5. So default damage is 2, but it goes up to 4.5 because of the iron sword inside. It actually tells you in blue, tool, iron sword, so we know there's an iron sword in there. Alright, so that is the auto attacker set up and ready. That's set up and ready. Let's throw a chest. We need one more block for the wall. Oops, did not mean to do that. And then we'll put the chest right here. We'll put the pedestal right on top. And the export. Okay, backwards to forwards, right there. Boom, there we go. So now that will transfer items in here. We can test with that. Oh, right, I forgot. The auto attacker has its own magnet function as well. I forgot about that. I completely forgot. I completely forgot about that. Alright, never mind. Dun, 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 dun. No need for magnet. Guess I just wasted materials for magnet. Yay. Alright, well there you go. You don't even need a magnet. Ain't that wonderful? Okay. Oh, you know what? I will need a slot here. We don't have any way to collect experience, and we won't have any way to collect experience for a while. I'm hoping this slab will block out the light, and then we can just come up here and collect experience when we need to. But there is no way to actually collect experience until we get bottles of enchanting, and those are going to be a little ways off, if I remember correctly. Because I think bottle of enchanting is honey, so we need bees to get that recipe. Or cyclic. There's that way, but that requires the pylon, which requires a whole bunch of crap. This guy, which requires a whole bunch of junk. Or villagers can do it. Clerics. That's not actually... That requires an XP bottle to make, so that doesn't help us. This is, again, we need some way of getting essence in the first place, so... Yeah. I think we're going to go the bees route, though. I think. We'll see. Okay, dark room first. Yoink. I think that should go as a dark room. I thought that would have given us a dark room. Let's take this out before I die. That is not as dark as I thought it would be. I might have to cover this up and figure out some way to get my experience still. That's fine. We'll just do what we gotta do there. So we'll stick that back in. I will throw cobblestone there, and we'll do this. There we go. So that should give us a dark room for monsters. If we back up, we should get some monster spawns. Although I have no idea. Alright, in the meantime, I do need to slab that roof off. So we're going to do that next. Otherwise, we're going to get mobs at night that will spawn. And I don't want that. So, yes. Alright, but that should be a mob farm, I think. It's been a little while since I made one, so I'm not 100% sure here. Cool. Alright, that should be a mob farm. Nothing? Oh, I got a torch. Alright, cool. So I'm going to leave that alone. Where in the hell did this come from? Did we get a really big tree that grew and it must have, I guess. Wow, okay, cool. Oh, we are missing some items on the backside for those big trees, but I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so with the mob farm set up, we should be getting some drops eventually. Until then, I need a way to get paper. And that is... we have wood chips or sawdust. I think sawdust will come from the sawmill, so that's not too bad of a recipe. So let's make the sawmill so we can get our paper. Recipes. We need a stone cutter, which is easy. Holy smokes. I forget how easy some of these vanilla recipes are. And then we'll need another piece of gold. And we'll make our stone cutter. Sawmill upgrade. Pedestal. We'll want another barrel here. Barrel, pedestal, sawmill, another pedestal here for the outputs. Really need to set up an automated processing place, but being lazy. There we go. Oh, and I need fuel, right. There we go. So let's start making us some paper for flowers. Sawdust. There we go. 6 sawdust paper. Yeah, paper. Right. Good stuff. Okay. From there, our other problem is we're starting to get a lot of stuff, and I need to make a good way to compact this down. There's a few options for compacting. We have compacting drawers. They're a little pricey. Pedestals actually has a compacting crafter upgrade, and that's actually not hard to make at all. And what do we have for compression? It looks like there is some auto compressors, so that's not a bad recipe either. A little bit of iron and some crafters, so that's not a bad option. They might take fuel or like RF, I don't know. So we're going to go the pedestals route, because I know that one best. So, with pedestals, again, we'll need an upgrade. And we'll need a bunch of crafting benches. Luckily, wood is of no short supply for us. We'll need 8 of these, so we only need half of that. There. Like so. Boom, 2x2. So there's a 2x2 and a 3x3 option. We only need the 2x2 one for now. How this guy works is you throw him on an inventory, on a pedestal that's above an inventory, so similar to this, and it will check the inventory below for recipes. So for example, if we just throw it here while we're at it. No need for fuel on this one. This one will work without fuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a stack of each of these. I don't have quite a stack of everything, I guess. But we'll put in a stack of what we can get. Yes. I don't know if glowstone has a good craft back recipe. Alright, that'll work. Then what we'll do is we'll just throw these in here. And if we right click on this, you'll notice it tells us all of the different recipes we have options for. So it's a 2x2 recipe. Current recipes are iron ore chunk, gold ore chunk, aluminum ore chunk, copper ore chunk, lead, nickel, silver, uranium, and zinc. And those should match to every slot in here. So what this does is this checks each individual slot. If a recipe exists for a 2x2 recipe of this material, and it also checks to make sure that it leaves one item in each slot. So that means you have to have at least 5 iron for this to work, or 5 bits for this to work. And if you have 5, it'll craft 1, which will leave you with 1 left, and then we'll stop. So that way it holds the recipe in there as like a template or something, and it won't use up more than that. So that's just kind of a safety mechanism for itself, really. And if you want, if we want to be able to put more than 1 stack at a time in here, we could just do that. And then that way, that reserves those other slots for more recipes. And this will mean that we can have up to that many stacks at a time we can shove in here, which is kind of nice. If I don't have a stack to go in here, for now, I'll throw that in there, and that will act as like a null recipe. So now if we hit this, you'll notice we have way more recipes, but it just repeats itself over and over. So at 9 it repeats, at 18 is gone because of that crafting placeholder, so then it starts over at 19 and goes 26. So yeah, that is the compressing option. Again, like all of our other machines, if the stack in the pedestal has an item, it will stop working. So we do need to get it out of there. And I think to do that, we will end our episode for today because we've made the mob farm. But we're going to come back next time and we're going to do a sorting system that will actually make use of that. I suppose for now, I need the iron that I don't have to make a hopper. So I obviously need to do a little bit of sifting on my end, so I'll do that outside, and we'll just kind of wait on our mob farm to work, because it should be producing some stuff already. So we just need a few more mobs to spawn, and I think I'll be doing good. So thanks for stopping by, hanging out today, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.